Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm answering all your guys' questions about tech, camera gear, and honestly just questions involving myself. Now, if you've been keeping up with me over the past couple months, things have been pretty crazy. I've been trying to knock out a ton of YouTube content, but also I've been traveling quite a bit for work as well. So I thought this would be a perfect time to do a Q&A or an Ask Me Anything type of a video. So that's exactly what I did. I actually went over to Instagram, asked you guys to send me in some questions about anything, obviously stuff around tech, camera gear, and stuff like that, but also just questions about myself so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. And honestly, I love these type of videos. So I think this will be a fun video. I hope you guys enjoy watching. If you do, be sure to drop this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. And definitely make sure you're following me over on Instagram if you guys want to participate in any future Q&As. Let's just go ahead and hop into some of these questions. How to stay consistent and disciplined. Your version, keep crushing it, man. Thank you, first of all. But that's kind of a tricky one. I think I try to keep in mind my long-term goals. You know, there are nights where I come up here after we have dinner and drinks with friends and everything like that and just get some work done in the evenings. And I know sometimes my girlfriend's like, how do you do that? How are you able to like kind of stay up and just get to work? And I think I have certain goals. I have certain things I want to achieve and a certain lifestyle I want to achieve. And that kind of just runs my motivation right there. So keep in mind the big long-term goals. I think the rest will just kind of follow. M1 Max 14-inch or 16-inch. If you guys aren't aware, I actually dropped a video comparing the 14-inch versus 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I also dropped a video talking about which one I decided to get rid of and which one I decided to keep. So I'll have those linked up here. You guys should go check that out. But the one I decided to keep is sitting right back there. Are you a morning or a night lifter? So I actually used to always work out in the evenings. It just kind of fit my lifestyle better at the time. But these days, if I don't work out first thing in the morning, I just don't get to the gym. Other things always end up happening. There's always more excuses as to why you can't go. So I've kind of learned if you get it knocked out first thing in the morning, you don't really have an excuse. But sometimes you do just have to wake up a little bit earlier. So yeah, mornings, they suck to work out, I'm not gonna lie, but I've just found it's the only thing that works for me. MacBook or iPad for photo editing? The MacBook, I can be more efficient, but the iPad is more fun to do it. But honestly, a lot of my content for social media, I actually edit it on Lightroom Mobile on my iPhone. Tell us more about the JHAWK HQ post. This is something that actually is probably one of the most exciting ideas that I have in my head. I definitely am going to make happen someday. But that question is actually referencing an Instagram post I made talking about, you know, inspiration for the future JHAWK HQ. If you guys didn't know, I have a long-term goal of having a commercial space where I make, you know, my YouTube content, maybe some other client work and things like that. I want a place with a big bay door. I want to be able to drive my truck into it. I want, you know, either a psych room or something like that where I can have a clean shooting space as well as some office spaces as well, maybe some different sets, things like that. Obviously a kitchen area. So that's kind of a long-term goal for me. I think, you know, within the next, I would say 3 to 5 years, I'm gonna make that happen. I don't know if it's gonna be a solo space for myself or with a couple other fellow creators. I love the idea of driving to work every day to be able to separate it from home life as well. And just walking into a space that you know is yours and it's just surrounded by everything that you love, and that's kind of where you get your inspiration from. So yeah, JHAWK HQ, it's not happening yet, but it's happening someday, mark my words. Do you buy all of your tech yourself or do you get them through sponsorships? So as of when I'm filming this video right now, I am coming up on 15,000 subscribers. And I would say about 99% of the tech I currently have, I have bought for myself. I think right now I'm starting to get to the point where brands are willing to kind of reach out to me and send me some products to review. But pretty much everything I have, other than, you know, some of smaller accessories, I've bought myself, especially anything larger when you're talking computers, tablets, honestly, most accessories. So yeah, most of the stuff is just an investment for myself and for the YouTube channel, but hopefully as the channel continues to grow, that will change in the future. So yeah, we'll see what happens. What are your plans for the channel starting in 2022? I'm definitely planning on taking things to the next level. I'm gonna be taking things a lot more serious, and I feel like we've kind of hit a good stride right now, and I just wanna kind of keep adding on to that. And definitely have some surprises, so stay tuned. Things are going to be happening. Big things are going to be happening this year. What picture profile do you use for personal and professional shoots? So honestly, everything I film in these days are in S-Log3. And I actually do have some LUTs in my digital store that you guys can check out down below. I need to put up some new ones for S-Log3. So hopefully by the time this video comes out, I'll actually update that. So stay tuned to that. If not, just check back. But yeah, I shoot S-Log3 for pretty much everything, but I do like S-Cinetone as well. But S-Log3 is just so nice. What are your thoughts on douchebag backpacks? So that is I actually have a few of those products. I actually have another one of their bags right here, but my black and gold one, I've been using that for pretty much at least over 2 years now for my camera bag. I absolutely love it. They actually recently have changed their name to just DB Journey. Who would have guessed they maybe wanted to change their name? But yeah, I love their products. They're super cool stuff. So yeah, highly recommend them. Who are your biggest creator inspirations? I could sit here and name off like 30 people because I pull inspiration from a lot of people out there. But these days, a couple of ones that just come to mind that I really enjoy their style and their vibe of their videos is definitely Evan Ramft, and then obviously Becky and Chris. Two of the channels that have very different styles, but I just aesthetically love how their content looks. So yeah, those are just a couple to name, but there's so many creators out there that I get inspiration from. Favorite piece of tech that has come out this year: camera, lens, and computer. My favorite piece of tech for sure, hands down, is the M1 Max MacBook Pro. That is an absolute game changer for creators out there. So I really do love that thing. Camera, I mean, if it does launch, hopefully I get it before the end of the year, the Sony a7 IV is gonna be a game changer for me to have that in addition to my FX3. Really excited for that. And then my favorite lens, the Sony G Master 50mm lens, the 1.2. And this thing is an absolute piece of art. So definitely more content coming on this year soon. But yeah, that's kind of the trifecta for my favorite pieces of tech that have come out this year. Will you be making a day in the life video focusing on how you use the iPad mini day to day? Let me know in the comments below if that's a video you guys would be interested in. I was actually blown away by how many people enjoyed that M1 Max MacBook Pro day in the life video. So if you guys want to see more content like that, let me know down in the comments below, and definitely it's something we can line up. Where to start in sneaker world for someone who isn't a sneakerhead? Honestly, I've been wearing Vans for like the past 10 years, and Vans are super trendy. Also, they're pretty inexpensive as far as shoes go. And then also I would say Air Force Ones, just get all white, super versatile, again, super trendy right now, and they aren't too expensive whenever you're talking about the shoe world. Or if you want, go for a pair of Jordan 1s. Those are my favorite pair of shoes ever. And again, versatile, go with everything, but definitely a little bit more expensive. What fridge do you have in your office? In case you guys didn't know, I am a bit of a energy drink snob, as well as I like sparkling water. So I have a mini fridge in my home office here. I got it from Amazon. I'll have it linked down in the description below, but yeah, one of the best things I've ever spent money on, to be honest. I love that thing. Best piece of tech you own? If we're not counting the MacBook Pro, because that's just my answer for pretty much everything right now, another piece of tech I've really enjoyed lately is actually just the new AirPods. So the AirPods 3 are just super nice. I actually have learned to like spatial audio quite a bit since you can do the fixed spatial audio. It's a really nice experience for listening to podcasts and music. And AirPods, I mean, I use them all day, every day, so can't recommend those enough. That's probably my favorite piece of tech I have right now. One sneaker you want but don't have. The #1 shoe on my list literally forever and will be forever is definitely the Red Octobers. Those are just the best shoes ever made, in my opinion. If you weren't a photographer, what would you be doing right now? That's kind of funny you say that, because actually I've always professionally been a videographer or a video art director, whatever you want to call it. So I've never actually held a professional title with photographer in it, although I've done photo work professionally for, freelance and other things. But outside of the photo and video world, which I'm sure is what you mean, if I could do anything, I honestly would become a Twitch streamer or stream on YouTube, whatever. Gaming is a really big interest of mine, and I think it's something that's really fun. I have quite a few friends that are into that and are doing that thing. And yeah, that'd be really fun to kind of chase that dream. Do you script and make a shot list for your videos? If so, what app and program do you use? Actually, I just use Apple Notes. I actually don't script out my entire YouTube video. I know some people do and use, a teleprompter and things like that. The way I do it myself, I just have a notes tab open in my notes app. I write down some bullet points about my main talking topics, and then I kind of just wing it a bit. I talk about that bullet point. A lot of times I will say it again or multiple times to kind of get it right, because I definitely have a certain idea in my head. So it might not be the best efficient way to do it, but that's just how I do it. And I feel like it feels pretty natural. Which is the best camera for beginners for content creation like YouTube and IG content? I would say any newer phone, especially the iPhones, are great if you're just starting out. You don't need to get a big professional camera. Just start with your phone and see what happens. Best 4K monitor for editing videos, also best source of caffeine since you are a fiend. The best 4K monitor, honestly, I have this ultra wide. I'll have that link down in the description below. But honestly, I'm kind of in the market for a new monitor as well. So if you guys have any great ones that I should check out or maybe a review for the channel, let me know down in the comments below as well. And then best source of caffeine, I mean, come on. Ghost Energy has been my go-to drink for like ever since those got released. So yeah, I do like coffee, I do love Starbucks, but Ghost Energy just kind of has a special place in my heart. Love your vids. Advice, tips on where to start as a photographer and videographer. Just do stuff that you enjoy. You know, if you look at my Instagram page, pretty much all of it is just me taking photos about things that I have, things that are around me, and about products that I personally enjoy. So that's what I would say start doing. Just kind of build up a portfolio for fun with things that you enjoy, and then eventually that can lead to your first paid job, and then that can just turn into more and more and just kind of build on that. Thoughts on doing YouTube full time? Honestly, these days that seems a lot more realistic to me than it did, you know, if you asked me 6 months ago or a year ago. I think that is a long-term goal for me. Currently, I have a great full-time creative job, which does help, you know, obviously fund some of this YouTube channel and this whole business until this can be a self-sufficient thing. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. You know, if I was pushed to do that tomorrow, could I make it happen? Yes, but that is not the plan quite yet. But when and if that does ever happen, I'm gonna need your guys' support more than ever. And I have full faith that we can make that happen. So guys, those are all the questions we have time for in today's video. Honestly, I tried to get through as many as I could. And definitely make sure you're following me over on Instagram. If you guys want to participate in the next Q&A, whenever that is. If you guys really do enjoy this video, maybe we can do one every couple months or something like that. I think it's just a cool way for you guys to get to know me a little bit more. And maybe you guys can learn a little bit more about me and things I'm into a little bit more outside of just what my polished YouTube videos are. So definitely let me know if you guys enjoy this type of a video. But guys, that's gonna be it for me. If you did enjoy today's video, will you please drop this video a thumbs up? If you're new around here, consider subscribing. It really helps out me and the channel more than you can even imagine. And I have a very special feeling that 2022 is gonna be a giant year. So make sure you guys are following along. I'm pretty excited, but I will catch you guys in the next video very soon. Peace, guys.